Golden Blaze videos, and I'm here to talk about some of my favorite gear. And today I'm going to be showing you what all's in my Gossamer Gear G4-20 pack. Yeah, a lot of times I'm out on the trail and people are like, is that a backpack? It's so small and compact. And yeah, I love this thing. Had it for almost a year now. And I thought I'd show you what all's in my pack. So, the big three weight. The G4-20 is 26 ounces. And then the Gossamer Gear, the 110 is 20 ounces. My sleeping bag, I'm getting ready to show you, the Enlightened Equipment Enigma 20 is 22 ounces. And then my Thermarest X-Therm pad is 17 ounces. So you add all that up, and I'm coming in right at 5.3 pounds for the big three on my base weight. So let's start packing this thing. The first thing that I always put in is my bag liner. And that everything I put inside the bag liner will stay dry. And you could just use a trash bag for this, but I do like this one from Osprey. It's got a roll top. It's waterproof. And then also when I'm packing my bag, I try to make it so that the stuff that comes out last is what I need last when I get to camp, if that makes sense. So anyways, last thing I'm going to need is my inflatable pillow. And then here's my X-Therm sleeping pad. So those all go into the very bottom. They don't need to be waterproof, but they're just out of the way down there in the bottom of the bag, and they don't take up that much space. So this is my Enlightened Equipment Enigma quilt. They come in different temperature ratings. This one's rated for 20 degrees. And yeah, I really like this thing. It is super light at only 20 ounces. Very warm. And yeah, just gonna stuff this thing in the bottom of the pack. So let's get stuffing. This thing will compact down really small. I try not to pack it too tight. That way it gains loft quicker when you get to camp. And then, you know, if I stuff it too tight, it becomes a little bit uncomfortable on my back. Anyways, we've got that all stuffed in. And then next is stuff that I just don't want to get wet, or if I'm not going to need it during the day. So typically I put in my puff jacket unless it's going to be cold right off the bat. And then I'd be wearing it, but I'll put that in. And let's see, what else is going to go in there? I don't always carry this. This is my pot and alcohol stove. I've been going stoveless a lot just so I don't have to carry it. This doesn't need to be waterproof, but a lot of times I'll stuff it down in there so I don't hear it rattling while I'm walking. Extra clothes. You always want to carry extra socks. And depending on the temperature, maybe also be carrying a wool base layer. But I've got a knit hat in here. Always carry that and the socks and maybe a change of underwear for sure. Just depends on how many days you're going to be out there. But definitely want to keep that dry. And really, that's the only stuff that I'm going to really want to necessarily make sure stays completely dry. So once you got all that in there, you just roll the top down tight. Get out as much air as you can. And roll it up. And then it's got this clip point. Clip it together. And there you go. So it's still got just tons of room, as you can see. So what's next? Let's see, typically next I'm going to put in, this is electronic bag. It's got also the toilet paper, headlamp, battery backup, cables, first aid kit. All that's going to go in. My Marmot Raincoat. Really like that thing. Very light. And let's see, what else have we got here? Kevlar ground cloth in the tent stakes. All right, and then I would normally just carry my food bag. There's just a little bit of food in here. This isn't too far off where I'd carry for just like a one-night trip. Obviously, this is going to grow depending on the number of days you're out there. But that would go in on top. And then once you got everything in there, you just roll the top and clip it off, and you're ready to go. But I also wanted to show you that if you're in bear country or in one of those parts of the area of the country that require a bear canister, this does, and I have carried this in the Shine Rock Wilderness, fit quite easily in top, and you can still roll it down and get that to snap. There's also these this stabilizer load on top, and I guess if you're really pushed for space, you could use this to strap on your bear canister. But anyways, this is only a 42-liter pack. It's not a real big pack, but yeah, the bear canister will fit. It's just a little tight. So anyways, get our food in there, and that is it that goes in the bag. So again, roll that up, and I usually clip it down here on the sides, and I do that on both sides. Load stabilizer on the top. Now you can see the bag is all cinched up. You're like, hey, where'd the tent go? Yeah, so here's the Gossamer Gear, the one tent. And that's another thing I like about this pack, is they have a pocket on the side specifically designed putting in your tent. So stuff that in, and there it is on the side. There's another nice pocket over on the opposite side, and in there is where I carry my tripod for making my videos, water bottle, and then my bear mace. Yeah, label's starting to wear off. Also on the G4-20, it's got this nice stretchy front pocket that you could use for storing like your raincoat if it got wet, or just extra gear, smelly gear. Typically in there I carry my big Sawyer squeeze with my big Smart Bottle water, slide it in, a micro cloth washcloth, and then a water jug. And there we go. There's the whole thing packed up. There's also a couple of hip pockets, and in this one I've typically got my keys, knife, comb. I can put my headlamp in there. Also over here is where my phone goes, gloves, stuff that you can easily reach. But anyways, I've got product reviews on most of these products. I'll put that down below. And I'll also put a weight breakdown so you can see where it all is, what it all adds up to. This as packed, without the food and without water, is right at 12.7 ounces. And so for you ultralighters that are shooting for 10 pounds, you know, that's a little heavy, but this is a comfort rating for me of 30 degrees. And I do like my comfort, and this has worked really well for me. I could get down to under 10 pounds if I lost the bear spray, the puff jacket if it was warmer weather, if I wanted to sleep on the hard ground and I could lose my sleeping pad. Anyways, that would all get me under 10 pounds. But this works really well for me. It may not work for you, but I just wanted to share with you what was in my pack. Appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you'll subscribe, and hope to see you on the trail one day. Stay tuned and watch some more videos. Thanks again.